Hey, everybody, welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, and I'm joined by the insufferable Omnibus collector, Riley. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I feel like every time y'all see me on here, I've got more stuff going on in the background.
It grows per stream, per week, per episode.
Yeah. Hopefully I continue. I took a long break because of various outside reasons of like setting stuff up, but um, I,
Yeah.
I've been on a good swing of things for the past month or so.
You've told me the master plan behind the scenes, and it sounds amazing. I can't wait. Thank you everybody for joining tonight. Oh, YouTube is forcing ads to play right as the live stream starts. I am so sorry. I know there's a setting for that, but I have not checked it out to see if it plays less ads. So sorry about that. But that's great. Good job out there, Google.
It'd be
Tonight.
would
Sorry, go
tell
ahead.
us. It'd be great if it would tell us. Do you know if we like actually were looking at YouTube if it would tell you like when an ad is playing?
Yeah, I don't. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Um, but there is a setting where it's like for the thing to be like less ads, more ads, or just about the same, something like that. You can toggle between three options or something. I need to do that because it's not fair for the viewers to get like ads right away. Like, okay, but because the only ad that we do care about is, of course, our sponsor, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and so much more for great discounted prices. Discounts that go from 35 to 42 to 50% off at times. If you make an order of $50 or more in the US, you get free shipping. And if you order on a week by week basis, you get the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order. We call that the loyalty discount. Great packaging, wonderful customer service only when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Also, at the end of every month, we do a gift card giveaway valued at $50, open to anybody out there in the world. All you got to do is show up, hang out in the chat. We pick out a winner by the end. It's a lot of fun. We always have a lot of fun on those streams. So that, again, is courtesy of InStockTrades.com. And let's take a quick look at the main website, of course, for our sponsor. Let's see. Oh, there we go. These are the current deals of the week. If you did not know, we revealed these on Monday. So next Monday, you will know before the new releases pop up on Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Deals of the week include Batman City of Madness at 50% off. We got 2 or 3 manga. Chainsaw Man Volume 16, 40% off. You got Initial D Omnibus Volume 3, 45% off. Vinland Saga Deluxe Edition Hardcover Volume 4 at 40% off. And then we round things out with an Image trade paperback for Feral Volume 1, 50% off. And X-Men Volume 6 from Dugan at 46% off. Fantastic selection, if you ask me. Of course, you got some of the new releases here on the front page and your top sellers. So your goal, your mission is to check out InStock Trades after we're done here with this stream. Go check them out. InStockTrades.com. All righty. Thank you, everybody. What a pro. I did not plan on it. It was completely improvised. As I was saying the thing, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Segue. A light popped up in my head. Let's see. Yeah, hashtag IST gift card. I said at the end of the month, but it can happen at any time. Just be vigilant out there for the streams. H Field, thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you so much, Josh. Was this the most deals of the week with manga? I think so. It's usually just one, but we got 3, and 3 good ones too. I picked up Initial D out of the 3. That's the one I'm collecting.
I did get all 3 of those. Those were all 3 books that I was already going to be getting. So when I saw that they were all discounted, I was like, score.
Nice. Brendan, thank you for joining. Buenas noches. Good night, everybody. Great night. I got expensive taste and need that gift card. Hopefully, you can win that, buddy. I'm rooting for you. You got this. Got to tune in. Let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 10 more shows left in September. So at some point during the month, we'll do that giveaway. Could be on a Monday, could be on a Wednesday, could be on a Thursday. Who knows? We'll see. All right. So we got some fun topics to talk about tonight. But before we do, you haven't been on in a week, sort of. Do you have any hauls that you want to show the peeps out there watching?
They're in the other room.
Well, you do have some with you that I think will be great to show because it ties into one of the topics tonight.
I can. So
Let's do that.
So Gio wanted to talk about the current stuff with AI translated manga, and I just so happened to have a bunch of the physically AI translated manga that were handed out at Anime NYC by Emaki, the company that is doing a lot of this stuff right now.
Yeah.
Have I looked through them? No, I have not. They were freebies, so they're kind of like low on my priority list. I just got them because I was like, this is going to be interesting to see what's.
It's interesting that it was a freebie, considering it's you have so many books there with you.
Yeah, it's like 10 little square bound books, so it had to cost them a little bit of money to put these together, but
yeah, they're not paying for translation, but they are paying to print them out. So
yeah.
So you can show the covers at least, if you want to show that.
Oh yeah, I can show the covers. So we have. Can I take your photo?
No, I mean yes. Go for it.
Is it supposed to be Anjo, the mischievous gal?
I have no idea.
Already having troubles with this one. Just
oh my
God. Donketsu.
Donketsu. Interesting. But they're like one-shot chapters or something, right? Because those are pretty thin.
I don't know if they're all just single chapters or if it's like the first chapters of ongoing series. Action comics, even if you don't do it.
Oh my God. That cover, I'll be honest, looked like one of the placeholder images that we get when we do the solicits for or announcements via Twitter from companies.
I don't know what the title of this one is, but I think it's the same creator who did
that's I Don't Want to Eat This Jelly Bean, Volume 1.
By High Score Girl.
Yes.
Tokyo Girl.
Nice.
Not even translated.
Oh my God. That is I Was Reborn as a Cat, Now I Want to Fight.
Okay.
It's gonna throw hands.
The Morning After.
Or pause.
The Vermilion Mask.
Interesting.
And Kimongai, City of Demons.
Oh my God. That is so much red.
So
yeah.
Those were all giveaway books, and I grabbed all of them. I think that was what 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 of these that they had out there. I haven't looked through to see much about like how these translations hold up, but I mean all of the standard issues that come along with AI translation, I'm sure, are going to apply here. And even if they don't immediately seem like they apply, it's just the matter of the fact that they're trying to cut out the middleman of people.
A lot of people have very strong opinions on that. And I wanted to pull some articles here. from I'm just going to use Anime News Network because why not? They filled all that stuff out. So we're going to cover that in a second. Jaime, thank you for joining. I'll never pay for AI translated manga. I just hope any of the series I'm interested in don't get stuck with these companies, AI companies. Not worth hiring someone, not worth paying. That's a good little slogan right there for that.
Yeah.
I've actually heard good things about even if you don't do it in the past. Rip to that manga being in the clutches of Orange. LMAO. Absolutely. If you do a few thousands, of a print run, those might be pennies on the dollar.
I have no idea how big their print run with those are. Like, I would want to assume that they're really large, just because of the fact that like they had a ton of them to give away. But I'm not. I don't want to make any assumption about it.
Tim, thank you for joining, brother. I've been really hoping for a translation of Anjo. Anjo. Pretty bummed that it's AI generated though. Don't use AI, just use the people who wrote the dub for ghost stories. That's an interesting take, James. I love it. Ghost Stories, of course, has a very infamous dub that a lot of people love. Some might say it's even better than the original source material. So I'm not going to do any hauls because we're going to segue right into the main topic since we're already talking about this stuff. Let me share a bunch of pages here. Anime News Network wrote this article here. Orange Inc. excuse me, launches an e-bookstore service called. Is it what did you say the name was? The pronunciation?
Imaki, was that it?
Imaki. We're gonna do that. Imaki. There we go. Their slogan is "Manga for Life." It's kind of interesting. Interesting choice there. Imaki in the U.S., Canada reveals partnership with Shueisha. AI localization company Orange Inc. launched its new ebook store service Imaki in the United States and Canada on Tuesday. The company also announced its partnership with Shueisha to localize one-shot manga stories from Shonen Jump Plus manga magazine service. At this ad here, courtesy of them, you can see the books that Riley showed off. You can see them here on the image. And this, pretty sure AI-generated anime girl scrolling through her AI phone and reading her AI manga. So they live in fairyland. Maki platform, supposedly, which I thought was pretty interesting. We're going to give a shout out to another content creator. Approximately 6,000 volumes of manga from 13 publishers in its launch, with plans to add at least one new title previously unpublished in English every week. That is a lot of volumes to put out. Holy crap. Orange Inc. announced that it has secured translation, publishing, and distribution rights from publishers, including, I'm going to butcher all these names, Shonengahosha, Futabasha, and Akita Publishing. The company also acquired distribution rights from Kodansha, USA. The company's partnership with Shueisha to localize one-shot manga from Shonen Jump Plus will allow readers to read newly translated stories in English several times a week for free. Both Imaki and Shueisha's Manga Plus services will simultaneously publish the one-shot manga, which we're going to get into in a second as well. Manga Plus had announced its new program to release all one-shots from the Shonen Jump Plus service in English simultaneously on Sunday. Readers can create a free account on Imaki and access the platform's wide range of content. Each manga has a detailed synopsis and sample chapters of previews that are available for readers to try out. Readers can buy individual volumes of a manga title or subscribe to an ongoing series directly through the platform. Imaki is web-based, and Orange is considering launching the service as a mobile app next year. Some of the manga titles include, which were the ones that my lovely co-host showed off. Here's Donketsu. This is about an ultimate outlaw, yada yada. You can pause it. You can pause the stream if you guys want to read everything. I'm not going to read them. Anjo, it's about Garu Gal thingamajig. It's a rom-com, I guess. Even if you don't do it, is something psychological. Married for 5 years, being sexless for 2 years. My husband won't. Oh my God, I need to read this. Sorry. What is happening here? That wasn't on your copy, right?
No, my cover was different.
My husband won't make love with me, but it's not that I want to cheat on him. Okay. It's that type of manga.
That already, if that is, if that image features AI translation for that, that's already terrible.
And this thing, which looks like a rejected Sega Saturn game, Kimongai, City of Demons. The morning after spending the night together, special bittersweet breakfasts are shared. What? This is a collection of short stories. Okay. Tokyo Girl, cool. Vermilion Mask possesses a will of its own. This looks like a battle shonen thing. Can I take your photo? Slice of life, interaction between girls through their shared hobby of photography. Nice. And the one you did not know the name of is Liver Leaf. Unfortunately, I still think my name is better. I want to eat this pea. Or what did I say? Pistachio pea? I don't know.
Don't eat this jelly bean or something.
Jelly bean, the green jelly bean. There we go. And Bachi Bachi. Did you show this one? I don't think.
Did I have that? Did they give that one out?
They did not want you to read Bachi Bachi.
They skimped out.
This one's from Akita Publishing. Betrayed and exiled from the sumo world. The famous sumo wrestler left behind a son who carries his father's final words etched into his heart. It's an authentic sumo manga, supposedly. So I tried to dig a little bit deeper. Unfortunately, I can't access the website because they are dummies. If I do this, where is it? Emaki. Let's do it live right now. Manga for Life. I am greeted with this wonderful message. Emaki is currently available in North America. Working hard to expand more regions in the future. Thank you for your interest in our service. Right away, I wasn't going to check it out, and I don't care about AI translated manga. Spoilers for the rest of the stream. But this just makes me not care about you that much harder. So, peace out, Emaki. I'll waste money on the real thing. So shout out to Manga Alerts on Twitter. This tweet I read and thought was pretty funny, to me at least, and inspired me to do this whole stream. Orange Ink was boasting to different outlets about using AI to translate over 500 manga into English per month. Turns out they lied and revealed that they have an in-house team of 20 people translating, and only 10% of the titles on Imaki will be AI translated. It's pretty impressive how this company was able to swindle so much money from the big players like Shueisha and Shogakukan. Take a look at this picture here. This is evidence of the claims that they made. But with this technology, Orange aims to produce 500 English language manga per month. There we go. 5 times more than the industry's current capacity, and 50,000 volumes in 5 years. I don't believe it. Other languages will come later. I don't believe that either. To support its in-house team, 20 translators, the company acknowledges potential concerns regarding AI-assisted translation, prioritizes the authenticity of the content of Imaki to maintain the integrity of the original works and build trust with the readers, artists, and publishers over time. No more than 10% of the content on Imaki will be translated using AI support at launch, as the team continues to yada 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 yada. What are your thoughts on all this insanity?
I didn't know about this whole twist where they lied. It's an actual team of people translating the books, by which, like, if they're legitimately sitting there trying to say they're going to do that many things in a month, then yeah, these people are going to be worked to the bone. And they're going to be just pushing things out as quick as possible.
They got a lot of money in funding, and in this article that was written for Comics Beat, they do say oh, we're gonna do da 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 and translate thousands of books and all that stuff. So there you go. Uh,
Is
yeah, go ahead.
I think one of the things to that not to note, but like one of the observations that I made going over all the information was the fact that a lot of the publishers listed were ones that don't have the same representation in the US and in English language manga as like, because we have like Viz Media is the American branch of the conglomerate that is Shueisha, Hakusensha, Shogakukan, and Shodensha. And then Kodansha Comics US is the English branch of Kodansha Comics Japan. Square Enix Manga is the English branch of Square Enix Japan. And Yen Press is majority owned by Kadokawa. Everyone else is independent of Japanese publishers. But that said, that's only like a small fraction. Those are the bigger publishers, but it doesn't cover everything. And so you have like Futabasha and Shonen Gahosha and Akita Shoten, who don't have that same representation in the US. Like they don't have a publisher that is specifically publishing their stuff in the US, or has the first right to refusal for that stuff, I guess would be the right way to say it. And so I'm wondering if like the people behind this, like the corporation behind this, knew that and approached these companies and were like, let's get your stuff in other languages without you having to rely on publishers in each sector.
Yeah.
To actually buy up your work and stuff like that. So that's something that's really interesting. From that aspect of it is interesting for me to think about.
I've heard the practice referred to as how do I pronounce this? Potemkin AI?
Potemkin.
Potemkin? There we go. I don't know that term, so, but I believe you. Apparently, this is the deep learning model that Orange is using, which is interesting, I guess. I mean, sure. Translations, generation, refinement, review, reading orders, text to image, image to image, so on and so forth. It's there's an art to translation that I think it's insulting to just outright just ignore everybody because you want that quick cash grab. I mean, do you care? At what point do you stop caring about your product that you're exporting to the world, where you just want the cash and you're ignoring the people that work on that stuff and want to see the best representation of their work in another language? What point do you blur the lines and you say, you know what, I don't care. You just feed it to an algorithm, translate that thing, and sell it for a couple bucks, and we make a quick cash grab out of this. I don't know. I find it kind of insulting and ridiculous.
One of the factors to think about on that is shit, I had it in my mind, but another aspect of it, though, thinking that other part, what I was thinking about is going to come back to me in a minute. But one of the factors that to think about is the fact that like these companies that we've seen have already been using AI translation have gotten called out every single time. Like even if they weren't open about it, like you remember, I believe Titan for Common Writer got called out about using AI translations, generated translations, like immediately, and people were upset also about the poor translation as well as the poor physical build of Inklore's My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. The people, the consumers at the level that this stuff is at right now, and they're not accepting it. The consumers are calling it out, and they're like, we don't want this, and are basically forcing, like Titan, I don't know if they actually did or not, but Titan went back and said, we're going to go back and like fix the issues. Because I think they were straight up it seemed like they might have been lying and straight up were like, oh, we didn't use AI translation. Um, and if you're gonna lie about it, then that already means like it's not a good thing. Like if
Mhm, mhm.
you have to lie, then there's an issue.
Yeah.
Um address the points, blah blah blah. Early draft pages were
This was
translated.
their statement back in January of last year for Common Writer Kuga.
Want to get the artwork out as soon as possible for the fans. These may still be circulating on the web. The actual translation for the printed books, approved by Titan and licensors, were worked on by two highly respected translators in the business. And I think that is where the lie was, because they said that those images were circulating on the web, but then when people got the actual volumes, they were like, "No, this is in the book itself. Like these are uh, you're using this same translation in the physical versions of these books."
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, it's something that on one point what I wanted to make was that the the level of it right now, people are not accepting it. People are not going to just sit back and be like, this is fine. Because they've read it and they've realized like it's just not at the same level that like actual translators are able to put into the quality of translation. The other
Mhm.
thing that I think is to note is, as of now, we haven't seen an outright like movement of translators mentioning that anything has happened internally to them,
Yeah, that's a good point.
these publishers. And until that, like, that's where we should kind of be worried, is that eventually we will get a statement from a translator coming out and being like, this publisher basically like is no longer using freelance translators or no longer has in-house translators because they've decided to switch entirely to AI, or they've let go of a X percentage of people in the translation team because they're going to be utilizing AI. Like
Mhm.
that's going to be the next big thing that I think is going to happen, and it's going to be a really big turning point, because you're going to have people who want their their stuff and then are like, I'll go ahead and take it regardless. And then you're gonna have the people who won't stand for that.
Yeah.
And will say, no, I'm not doing that.
Also, this is pretty bold of them, Orange, to use this as their presentation deck. Music, Spotify, movies, and Netflix. Manga will be Orange. They, I don't. That's not going to happen.
And a small comment, it's really unfair for them to be like, this is a product that's made with passion by human beings, but you get the machine version of it. Like that's
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
shitty.
hmm According to their presentation, as of 2023, only 10,000 volumes of manga have been published in English, representing only 2% of the total volumes published in Japan. Uh, what keeps more manga from being published in English? According to Orange, one major barrier is the cost of localization and the time and numerous steps and people involved, both employees and freelancers, to produce English versions of manga. Cost quoted in Orange's presentation: 7,000 per volume of manga.
So I'm gonna call a major bullshit on the 10,000 number. If they're saying they're as of 2023 only approximately 10,000 volumes of manga, I own like 10,000 volumes of manga, and I know
Got a
for
lot,
a fact that that is not even scratching the surface of everything that is available. Like I
yeah.
know that we have a very small percentage of what is out there.
But it's not that
But
2%, 10,
yeah,
10K.
no, those numbers are off. And the $7,000 per volume of manga, I believe someone did have them or someone else break it down, but the cost was a little bit bogus as well, especially because translators know that they're not getting paid that much per volume of manga.
Yeah. Um, and the Orange, apparently they made a manga, which is ironic. where we meet Mr. Orange, a passionate manga fan. If he was such a passionate manga fan, Mr. Orange would not be on the side of evil AI translating corporations. Just saying. So you suck, Mr. Orange. Mr. Bean, finding out that Mr. Bean that it would take 10 billion yen and 10 years to publish 10,000 manga series in English. What?
This sounds like Donald Trump wrote all of this, and he's the one like this, not like directly, but like this is a type of shit that like
What is happening?
his rhetoric on anything that he talks about is this kind of like just being hyperbolic about everything in order to sell you on a lie.
Yeah. Translating manga is a massive undertaking that requires a ton of steps involving editors, logo designers, translators, translation agency, proofreaders, and artist photo typesetting, aka lettering. Of course, online piracy is another issue identified by Orange as both a reason for its existence and a major concern of both manga creators and publishers. The press release presentation deck mentions that the damages caused by online piracy exceeds 10 billion US dollars annually. Meanwhile, Orange predicts that the global manga market will continue to grow with a total addressable market of 15 billion US dollars, but they also added that at best the percentage of digital manga sales in the US is 20% of the total manga sales, which lags far behind Japan, where digital manga sales currently make up 66% of the market. One reason why the percentage of digital manga sales in the US is way lower than Japan is because of another issue identified in Orange's presentation. Compared to Japan, there aren't as many dedicated apps to provide cross-publisher manga sales in English. Sure.
There's a lot of like really groan-worthy statements being made throughout all of this.
For companies in North America, there's no single ebook site platform app that will allow you to purchase and read the latest manga chapters or graphic novel releases in English from any publisher. For example, I bought a lot of my. I mean, there really. I'm pretty sure there are apps where you can purchase and read the latest manga chapters.
Yeah, there are a good amount. I'm assuming what that might just be supposed to mean is that there's not a singular app that you can get everything from, but
No,
also
that's
something like
gonna be
within
really hard to pull off.
if you speak to people who work in the publishing industry in the US, they will tell you that in general, manga readers in the US prefer physical by far.
Yeah.
And they're going off of that number that you put off where they said 20% uh of sales is digital, whereas in Japan it's 66% or whatever. We're not going to get it to that same level. I don't think that will ever happen because in the US, just the culture around it is different. And Fatima's in the chat. I don't know if they're on and off, but Fatima would probably be able to say something more particular about just how different manga is as far as like collecting goes in both the US and in comparison to Japan.
Yeah.
It's just very different. Like we here, for instance, I mean, you can see from just behind me, like we treat these as more you're kind of here. So I was just saying like the difference.
Thank you for joining.
that there's such a big difference in the way that we in the US treat manga versus how it is in Japan, and why Japan has a larger percentage, because it quoted in the article 66% of manga sales in Japan are from digital. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. I literally sent a message and I was like, hey, we're talking about AI translation because Fatima's translator. But we look at manga as more of a physical commodity and a collector's item, whereas it's not the same the way that it's looked at in Japan. We're a lot more physical community here.
And we love it, right, folks? Yay.
I mean, that's here, our channel, that's what we're all about. It's
yeah, baby.
Literally even sitting here, like I grab these physical things instead of just reading AI translated stuff. Yeah, it's a collector hobby instead of affordable pop culture for the people. So it is different just in general how our culture treats it. And you can look at it also as like the way that comics are here, um, it kind of blends the same way in that we're mostly physical people. If you're into comics, you're more likely to be buying comics physically than paying for it digitally. I don't think that there's anything wrong with wanting to have these digital apps, but they're going about it the wrong way by being like, let's just use AI translation instead of having humans behind everything because we want to cut corners.
The hell, this is Mr. Orange. Okay,
I don't like him.
I don't. I'm not a fan of Mr. Orange. We're not going to read all of this, but I assume this was AI. Or actually, no, I don't believe this was. They're lying. I think it's a scam. I'm joking. You can read the entire 12-page list in English too. Okay, good for them. So this leads back into this other article. Manga Plus is going to release all the Shonen Jump Plus one-shots simultaneously in English. Shueisha's Manga Plus service announced on Sunday that starting in September, it will release all one-shots from the Shonen Jump Plus service in English simultaneously. There we go. I don't know why I read that twice. The one-shots will be available to read for free for the first 90 days. Well, that sucks. And will be available afterwards on the Manga Plus Max Deluxe subscriber plan. That sucks even more. The first simultaneous release under is this thing. If you want to read it, you can click the link if you want. Manga Plus noted that there may be some exceptions for one-shots depending on the author's wishes or the judgment of the editorial department. One-shots are self-contained one-chapter stories and are often used to showcase new and upcoming talent. Some one-shots eventually get turned into a full series. Shonen Jump Plus has released more than 200 one-shots each year in recent years. Blah blah blah. Shueisha stated there is not a set schedule for new one-shots, but added readers can expect new one-shots weekly. The app launched in 2014, yada yada. Manga Plus told Anime News Network there are currently no plans to publish one-shots in other languages than English. There are no plans to publish older one-shots. AI translation company Orange Ink announced on Tuesday it's partnering with Shueisha to localize and publish the one-shots on both Manga Plus and Emaki, whatever it's called. So it's all linked together. I think Orange is making a huge bid to penetrate sorry for that awful pun, US North American manga publishing. So now they got their hands on Manga Plus. I'm not I don't like it. I think it's going to lead to some sketchy roads of just bad products overall. Absolutely.
I don't know about everyone, like all publishers, but at the very least, Seven Seas is union, so anyone that is under contract by Seven Seas should be, I believe, unable to be replaced by a robot.
I even saw hentai publishers taking a stance on AI, and I'm like, man, is this the one thing that unites all of us together? That's going to be fantastic. Look, they even included. So this is the first one shot that was published that supposedly it's AI translated into English. So I don't know what to think.
Or is it one of the ones that was not actually AI translated and they're just telling us?
Exactly. I don't know what to believe. Our homeboy did the work, and apparently only 10% of the titles out of the people translating are AI translated. The others are just legit translated by people. So I don't know if it's a scam to get more people involved or something. I don't know. Something's off about this. Can't figure it out just yet. I need to put on my tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know my feelings, but I don't know what the hell's going on. Like that's confusing me.
I can usually tell how something is translated. Nice.
So now you have to take one for the team and read every single jump one shot.
Oh my god. Can you imagine?
Which I know you don't specifically want to do.
I will say this is a cute dog, if anything.
Because the art's not AI generated.
Exactly. Or is it? Dun, dun, dun. That's going to be the next thing for 2026. AI generated manga.
They got the right amount of fingers, so I think we're good.
Oh my god! No, I am so sorry.
No.
I am so sorry, chat. I did not mean to show that. Let me scroll down. There we go. Holy crap! What am I doing? Let's get out of here. That's sad. All right. The deep sea of words. Fantastic. Hey, good job. There was another. Let's see. Show more. I can't click on. Oh, here's the Orange website where they reveal their in-house team. What? Okay. Where are we going next? Nobody knows. Hold on. Welcome to Orange. See, this is their mascot poster character. I'm pretty sure she's AI generated too. Coinciding, blah 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 blah. Orange. I'm not gonna read any of this. Sorry, dude. Manga fans can easily access a wide range of. And I saw a post on Twitter that said like there were thousands of manga, but the true number is like almost 200 titles that they got. But they were boasting that they had at least triple the amount, which is stupid. They're just listing things in every category, so it boosts the number inside. But again, they don't want me there. They don't consider me part of North America, which is ridiculous. So I can't bring you the news unless somebody posts screenshots. Then I can share them. Can you enter on your end to the website to see if there anything shows up?
Which site?
Emaki blah 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 blah. What was it again? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me go
Yeah,
to Google. Emaki.com. Manga for life. Unless it's AI translated, then swift death to that manga.
Yes, I can. Hold on.
Let's go. All right, let's dig deeper, folks.
Let me.
Also, you guys have chatted up a storm. Thank you so much. I will highlight a lot of your comments soon. Give me a minute. Great. I'm so sorry, Chad. You guys are all traumatized. I am so sorry. I did not mean to show that.
I got the Emaki.
That time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Now I have some of these things like on hand, slime. Well, Silent Voice I don't have readily. Vinland Saga I have readily on hand. So like I could do a comparison for some of these things.
Arte, Parasite. Hey, my freaking Ghost in the Shell. Okay.
But I'm also lazy, so
Baki. Look at that, Baki.
I wonder if this Baki is better or worse than my bootleg Baki.
I'm pretty sure they're legit. Yours are better, even if they are bootlegs. It'd be great if we spot an error right away.
The first people to realize the cause.
What's happening?
The lettering is just immediately terrible.
Why am I shivering? Wow.
Oh my god.
And I get it because it has the little icon for everybody shivering, but that's funny to just have shiver, 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 shiver all across in English. Fantastic.
So yeah, there's one thing is they don't try to take out the sound effects and replace them with stuff, which is something that happened a lot in older manga, but we're past that. I'm really tied up on how bad the lettering looks.
Let's see.
Okay, let's go back to not reading that.
Yeah. Oh, they're the free one. Oh, there's the one with the dog. Sorry, folks. Deja vu. It's initially.
See, this looks like they're just using the actual Kodansha comics version. Like
Okay.
that's the same lettering, the same. I mean, I don't know if I didn't memorize the book, but it looks like the same translation.
Yeah.
Um, da-da-da.
The
Of course.
lettering is so generic and plain on that one. Yeah. On the Baki.
So I wonder, when they said they went into partnership with Kodansha, if that means that a lot of the like things that are officially available, they just used Kodansha's actual translation of it, and then
Mhm.
they get access to other stuff that they can do AI.
Oh, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. Scroll down. Go, 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 go. There we go. There are the new ones.
These are the
Don't click on the first one because that's about like after morning lovemaking. Liver leaf. Okay. This is so. This is supposedly for sure AI translated. Hey, why are you in school? Shoes? Shoes?
why are
I
you in
lost.
your school shoes?
I lost my shoes. Oh, why? Oh, I thought her name was Shoes. Sorry. You lost them? Come on. What are you taking a picture of? Liver leaf. Liver leaf? Liver leaf.
Liver leaf.
Hey, what's so funny about a guy enjoying the beauty of flowers? I don't know, dude. I'm not making fun of you. Once spring comes and we graduate, I bet we'll have days where we can laugh and have way more fun than we do now.
It's you can sense like it's clunky and lifeless. Like it gets I'm sure it's translating exactly what it's saying, but it's just so lifeless because there's no emotion put
There's
behind
no
it.
personality and emotion to
Yeah,
this.
it's not made to sound like an actual conversation that humans are having. It's just this is a thing that is happening. Why are you wearing your school shoes?
I
Because I
told you.
lost my shoes.
Yes. There's no bullying or anything. Even if I was being bullied, there are only 2 months left until graduation anyway. Yeah, a normal kid would not speak like that. I don't know. Ah, hey. Yeah. I'm sorry for ruining the excitement for you guys by reading this. Show notice that I'm feeling down. All right, cool. Tickle, tickle. AI
Tickle,
translate it.
tickle. Badass heroes.
Wow. Okay. Badass heroes. Wow.
Shonen inside you.
That sounds. I don't like that. Stop.
Rom-com rules.
Sure, they do.
Do
Do
not
not
despair.
despair. And yet, here's my home hero with him screaming at the top of his lungs because his family's in danger. Tasty days. What? Okay.
With drops of God.
Jumps are good. Feeling active.
Active?
Out of the. Are these AI generated as well? Out of this world.
Probably.
Timeless Japan. Ah, yes. Uh, mature relationship. Okay. Epic skills. Epic battles. Well,
Girls.
yeah, okay. Girls talk. I love that they included Rent a Girlfriend there for girls talk. That's not a manga about girls talk. Unsettling depth. Okay. By the way, totally random. Do you own Cigatera? Or however you pronounce that?
Yes.
Okay. Did that ever? Is that still being published? Did that end? What
That was complete in I think it was 3 2-in-1 volumes.
okay. I missed that. I thought it was still going. Hashtag fantasy. Okay. Oh, don't do that to me, you stupid assholes! By putting Mushishi there, when we all want that shit reprinted.
Hashtag. Okay, I'm done with this.
Thank you. So let me go back to this real quick to finish off the article. MAKI will feature an exciting selection of newly released English titles, offering readers a diverse array of fresh content to explore. Then they talk about this thing again for the 100th time. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. Wait a minute. Sorry. As dedicated manga fans, the company acknowledges potential concerns regarding AI-assisted translation and prioritizes the authenticity of the content on Imaki. To maintain the integrity of the original works and build trust with the readers, artists, and publishers over time, no more than 10% of the content on Imaki will be translated using AI's support at launch. As the team continues to evaluate and refine its approach for the future, the company's goal is to faithfully localize the essence of each title, balancing speed and quality through the collaborative efforts of translators, letterers, reviewers, and designers working alongside technology. So at some point, if it grows and it works for them, instead of 10%, it might be 80% or 90%. And all it takes is for that algorithm on their system to go haywire, and it causes some mishap, and you get the shittiest translation of all time. Because that could happen. Maybe somebody's crazy enough to hack them. Who knows? A lot of stuff could go wrong with this. I'm not a fan of it. I don't want to think this is the future for manga. I hope. I mean, if people regulate it, then sure. But
what I will say is, if you talk to the people that publish manga in the US, these companies are filled like from top to bottom with people who love this medium. I'm not saying every single person at every single publisher, but these people get into these jobs because they love manga. And there are maybe some of the English language publishers are not going to be on the same page as others. Like we saw Titan has done things that the way that they do things. But a lot of them are not going to just bend backwards and be like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. A lot of them are going to be a lot more in tune with what is right, let's say, and what's better for the medium itself and the work. What's better for the piece of artwork itself.
Oh my God, Mr. Orange, official ambassador. Sorry.
And Serio, public relations.
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, yeah, there is a love there for the craft that it's always important to have that and to not let stuff like this dominate the whole industry. And I'm being optimistic here and saying that it won't, but people should still watch how this develops. Yeah. If it goes unchecked, it could potentially do more harm than good. Like Mr. Orange, because this is like psychotic. He's naked and like he just shaved. So you see the little dots here on his arms, side of his face, and legs. That's concerning. You have a peeping Tom here with vitamin C.
And he's very much, yes, he is naked because he's wearing shoes. So obviously clothes are a thing for Mr. Orange.
I probably shouldn't be showing Mr. Orange too much because they might find this stream at some point and claim the video. So goodbye, Mr. Orange. So there you go. The lesson here for you folks is that I don't want to be too negative, but don't support AI translated stuff and support the real thing by real humans, not Mr. Orange. Shout out to everybody involved. Also, we got more subscribers than the Orange channel. Suck it. So yeah, that's that. I did want to point out one thing, and this is about a manga that I read from Manga Plus. They put out Insect Girl. I don't know if you heard about this one.
I have not heard of that one.
Let me close this. Enough of the AI stuff. Insect Girl. This is by Kanya Aki. In a world where humans and insects are in conflict with each other, Mashiro heads for the mountains to eradicate the insectoid menace. There he runs into a mysterious girl named Yudan, who lives with her mother on this hazardous hill riddled with bugs. Mashiro's shocked by this fact, but perhaps there is more to Yuden than meets the eye. She's a transformer. Spoilers. So I went in with no idea what this was about, and I was pleasantly surprised. I'm still not convinced of this manga, but I did want to chat about it with you folks. This is this girl. All right, let me put this up. If you guys don't care, I'm going to spoil it. So if you want to read it, you can go ahead and check it out for free. Insect Girl. So spoilers for the first chapter. The young girl, she turns out to be a hybrid between a bug and a human. So she's a mixture of the two. And the other character is this priest, and he is going around exterminating the evil bugs that want to cause harm, because if left unchecked, like the AI translators, they will dominate the landscape and consume everything. And it turns out that the main character's mother, throughout the start of the series, she's sick in the first chapter. And it's towards the end of the first chapter we find out it's because she is an insect posing as a human. So unfortunately, the exorcist priest character wants to destroy this bug, but the girl doesn't want that to happen, of course, because it's her mom. So that sort of sets up the story where you're going to have the priest teaching this girl how to be a human. There are some parallels, I guess, with the bugs and creature stories and like yokai tales and stuff like that. So on that aspect, I do like it. I'll keep checking it out every once in a while to see what's up. But I'm not sure this will last too long. Let me show you some of the art here. I'm not a fan of this coloring at all. I think this looks AI generated, to be honest, since we're on the topic. Not a fan of it. But yeah, this is the young girl. She's very naive because she's lived her whole life in this mountain. Doesn't really know about humans and all that, which leads to a funny encounter when she sees the priest for the first time taking a shower. You can imagine the humor there. So let me show you this part. No. Let me scroll. So spoilers. She turns. These are the bugs. This is how you typically see the spirits, I guess. They look like snakes, but they're bugs. They're insects, supposedly, called mimushi. And then the mom turns out to be this insectoid queen or whatever. So I thought it was cool. If you like monsters and creature horror and transformation and all that stuff, you'll be right at home with this. Look at that. If I saw that, I would faint, because I am not a fan of grasshoppers, and this reminds me of a freaking grasshopper with the segmented arms and stuff. So yes, you can read this if you're interested. Again, Manga Plus, free to read if you keep up with it. It's Insect Girl by Kanya Aki, and they do have more titles. I've not gotten around to checking them out. If you click on featured, you can see some of the new stuff that they got. They got a new baseball manga called Strikeout Pitch. This is by Kyo Sumiyoshi.
Why does it look
Baseball
so
story
serious?
unlike anything you've ever read before. Take a look at that. They also have, and I hate how when I scroll back, I have to look at everything again because it doesn't leave off where I left it. That sucks. This one, Darling's Vanishing Act, which is weird because the title says Runaway Darling, but whatever. This is by Yadu. See, look, now I have to look for it again. What the hell? Oh my god. I believe this is new too. Imperial Cabinet from Fumiji Yuba. It's also a new one. Apparently, this author is famous. I had no idea. Long-awaited series by the up-and-coming writer of the Jump Plus one-shots Ono Utsuwa, under the pen name Kyo Oribe. So yeah, you can check all that fun stuff out here at Manga Plus. I do like the website, genuinely. I'm not a fan of the AI one-shot translation thing, but I do recommend checking it out. You can read a lot of cool stuff here. Non-sponsored. There we go. Nice. I don't think the coloring looks AI generated. It only looks like Korean webtoon coloring to me. There you go. Yeah. If the human translator is bad, you get someone who's good. We're out here. Pay us. Absolutely. You have to invest in your talent, I fear. I agree 100%.
In response to Cleveland Browns, what if the human translator is bad, though? And I gave a very succinct, then they don't get to keep their job, but Fatima did a better job of saying, yeah, like, I think just like with anyone, if you hire someone to do a job and they don't do a good job and they continually don't do a good job, then eventually they don't get to keep their job. So
there you go. Gen Z and especially Alpha? What's Alpha? What gen is Alpha?
That's the new one.
The new one?
Wait, no, I think Gen Y is after Gen Alpha. But Gen Alpha are probably like in high school right now.
And they don't know anything about anything. I'm not counting them. Other manga are only digital, like the Cafe Terrace and its goddesses. I want print versions. I hope it happens. Gio, you read Insect Girl digitally, but not Mao. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Josh. I know you want me to get Mao. First chapter of Darling's Vanishing Act was pretty cute. Nice. What if the translator is an inhuman? That's pretty boss. I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty cool. I won't get into it, but I've gotten people fired after repeatedly having me clean up after them and doing a bad job. Insects, not for me. I'll pass. I've seen Hunter x Hunter. This doesn't end well. I've read Insect Girl. It's amusing so far. We'll see how long it holds my attention. I don't see it lasting too long. Maybe like 15 to 20 chapters. I'll be honest. Because at some point, I mean, are all the bad guys going to be insects? Then it just becomes every single other extermination priest revenge story that's out there right now. So, I don't know.
Just give me more Mori King.
Oh my God, Mori King. Yes. And physicals of Mori King while we're at it. Sorry I couldn't have joined for the whole thing and contributed more to the convo. We really picked the absolute worst time for me. Thank you so much for tuning in either way. We truly appreciate it. Let's see. They cut off his hand. Boycott. I don't plan on checking that out. They don't want me in their website, so why should I invest my time with AI translated nonsense? This is run for money, no profit, no investment, and it's dropped. You know where you get some good investment and some good quality for your time? That is our sponsor's website, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You buy manga that was translated by amazing professionals at InStockTrades.com. Great deals that range from 42 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. Loyalty discount adds an extra 2% to your orders if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. Only when you visit InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. That's a fun segue. I like that one. I will quit manga if this starts to grow. Don't leave, Lauren. Don't leave just yet. You guys chatted up a storm. Holy crap. Let's see. How are you supposed to showcase new talent if it's being presented as AI slop? Yeah. This sounds predatory to the creators. You were okay with You were okay with AI translating your one shot. Why not your big series? Are they going to get the full commish and dime for that? Who knows? Geo is a USA territory. Let's go, baby. I am a US territory right there. BS. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, sir. That's right. 100%.
I was just thinking, I'm glad that our viewers, our people here are on the same wavelength as us. Like, I don't think we have anyone that watches us that's like, yeah, AI. Like,
AI.
whereas other channels might support AI and use AI themselves.
Unfortunately, there are out there.
Like thumbnails and stuff.
Songs and thumbnails and all this other stuff. Yeah. That's a topic we could go into, but we're not. But they're out there if you know where to look.
Yeah.
Let's see. Speaking of, since we talked at length about this, Gen Y is millennial, then Gen Z, then Alpha, Beta. Cool. Thank you.
XYZ Alpha Beta. I guess.
Since we talked about in-stock trades, let me show you my haul. It's an unorthodox segue, because usually we do that at the start of the show, but whatever. I got these books in. There's Orb on the Movements of the Earth, Volume 3, which contains 5 and 6 inside, 2-in-1s. One more to go, and we'll be done with this one. The anime is dropping soon on Netflix, so if you're interested, it looks fantastic from Madhouse, if I remember correctly. I talked about Volume 1 on my channel. If you're interested, go check that out. From 7 Seas, I picked up Don't Call It Mystery Omnibus, Volume, what is it? Volume 4 or 5?
5.
5. This contains 9 and 10. One of my favorites, Inspector Volume 20. Can't believe we already have 20 volumes of this. Looking forward to reading this 100 years from now, because my backlog is insane. But this looks super awesome. And it's not a manga, but it is manga inspired. I did grab a copy of Death at Death's Door, which was a deal of the week last week at In-Stock Trades. And it's always funny to me to see projects like this, because it looks fine. Is this okay to show? I think so, right? There was some naughty stuff in here sprinkled throughout, but I think we're good. Like, this looks fine. But then I always get a laugh when I see drawings like, no, not this. Like this one right here. I'm like, damn. All right. That's the thing. That's certainly manga inspired from North America. But yeah, I am a big fan of the character of Death. So I didn't have the original printing of this. So I was very happy when they announced that they were going to reprint it. And here it is. So I got that from InStockTrades.com. And
my haul of non-manga as well.
Yeah, do it. Why not? I do have a. Oh no, I can't. Can I show it? I can show it. You go. I'll think about a questionable decision in a second. Hey, there we go.
I also got this. Actually, we just passed it off to each other. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we passed off the volume to one another. Yeah. I too got that. I got 2 Godzilla books, The Complete Monsters and Protectors.
Ooh, you got it. I was debating to get it or not, and I skipped it. Fake Godzilla fan.
This has both volume. I believe it was just 2 volumes worth of material.
I think 3. Might be wrong. I think it's 3.
Yeah, 3. Monsters and Protectors Rise Up, Monsters and Protectors All Hail the King, and Monsters and Protectors Summer Smash. So I already had the first 2. I guess that's cool that I didn't have the third one, because now I have this, and it was at a value price of $20 cover, and then of course discounted on IST. This is from Eric Burnham and Dan Schoening,
friends of the show.
Then also in the same smaller trim size, as you can see, I got the Godzilla Monster Island Summer Camp.
Oh wait, it's upside down.
Heck yeah!
I got you, son. I got this one. instead of the
Heck
other one.
yeah, man. This one looks fun.
I love the art so much. I didn't know it was going to be smaller sized trade.
And then a normal size trade, Godzilla Rivals Round 3. I'm
Nice.
sure they're going to release all of the Rivals in one collection soon, but in the
Probably.
meantime, whatever. I've got it. And then Swamp Thing by Rick Veitch, book 1. So this material, I believe this is the stuff that was previously collected in the books that I've had in my collection for years. But they should be collecting material that's never been before collected. So that's what I'm excited. This is the stuff that immediately follows after Alan Moore's run. So if you've read Alan Moore's run and you enjoyed it and you haven't read anything after, then you can definitely pick up this stuff. Then a biggie, Spawn Compendium 6.
Ooh.
This goes through issue 300 of that of Spawn. I believe we're almost have enough. It goes through 301 actually, and I believe that we almost have enough material for the 7th compendium.
Yeah.
I think the series has already almost hit 350, so I'd have to double check on that to be sure. And then this one is manga related. The Spy Family art book, or not art book, but like mission report anime.
The supplemental material thing, whatever.
It was cheap, and I was like, I'll go ahead and pick it up.
Is it like anime based or manga?
Yeah, it's anime based. It's
Okay.
a bunch of stuff from the actual anime, rather than being from
the show's great. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, you're gonna love it.
I still haven't watched it. I've been reading since the first volume came out in English. Look, it has a little fold out poster.
That's a cool fold out.
The other side is an anime image. I really enjoy the series, and I'm sure I would enjoy the anime if I watched it. But this was cover price $18, and they had it for pretty cheap on IST, so I went ahead and bought that one as well. But that's my non-manga purchases from recently. I have a couple more stacks of books over on the side there. But those are the ones that I got most recently.
I have something, but I now kind of feel bad after you showed Spy Family. I don't want to show it because you showed something very wholesome, and the book I have here is not a wholesome. But I do have a non-manga book that I can show. Another one. Hold on. Oh yeah. I totally forgot to show this off on Monday. Jewish Dragons is probably not watching, but he did get me. I showed the package that I got from him. Thank you so much, Jewish Dragons. One of the things I forgot to show was the Initial D bumper sticker. So I did find it after the show. So here it is.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't know if I actually want to place it in the car or something. I don't know where I'm going to use it, but for now it's here. Looks really cool. No, oh my god, that's not it. What am I doing? Hold on. Grab the wrong package. A stack of books. This is what I got, which I think I showed off on Monday, but whatever. The manga crowd can see it. I got the 3rd hardcover for the Sonic IDW collection comics. I did grab volume 4, which was on sale somewhere out there on the internet. So that should be arriving soon as well. So yeah, and the non-wholesome manga, which I was bullied into getting, is my God, Kane. Don't think badly of me, please. Do not. You're gonna be upset. But I did grab Do You Like Big Girls Thick Edition Volume 1. So thank you all so much for bullying me into buying this, specifically Josh in the chat. Thank you. I can't show anything of it inside. You're going to get demonetized. And I'm not going to review it on the channel. That's going to be a Manga Geekdom Live thing on the stream. So you can ignore it because the channel's not in that territory. Save the bumper sticker. I might do that, yeah, because then I'm gonna regret it. Then the sun will, yeah, it'll degrade with the sun. So, Fred loves the IDW Sonic comics. They're so much fun. I love them. I've only read the first hardcover and a half. So when I got 3, I'm like, I better hurry up and catch up. And since I saw Volume 4 for cheap, I think 50% off, I went ahead and grabbed it. Everyone has their taste. Who am I to judge? Thank you. Appreciate it for not judging me too harshly. Here's my channel if you guys are interested. The new one, Manga Geekdom Live, where I do live streams. I might go live this weekend because I need to finish, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. A game has been a thorn on my side because I keep playing and I don't finish it. But you can find me on my regular channel, Manga Geekdom, where I post about all the manga that I'm reading. That's a PG channel, in case you're wondering. What about you, Insufferable Omnibus Collector? Where can people find you when you're not here with us?
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. You can follow me at the Omnibus Collector, and on Twitter, you can find me at Omni Collector. I am most active every day on Twitter, and I am, thanks to our friend James here, getting active on YouTube again. If y'all might have seen, I had my August buyer's guide for manga out last week, and then I just put out the September buyer's guide yesterday. So I was only 1 day late this time, but it was with good reason. I was not for myself, and everyone's fine, but I had to spend the whole day Tuesday in the ER. So like,
No.
I was going to work on it on Tuesday, and then I had to push that into Wednesday. So that was the only reason, but it was only 1 day late. And
no, but I mean, you're good. It's still the first week, so it counts.
yes,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It was just a day. It's just a day. So, and there was a lot in there. There was a lot in there, and so James's help really, really went far with that one, and is going even more, even further for the upcoming video that we've got that we're putting together to cover all of the license announcements from the summer conventions and stuff. It's a lot, and James has already put in a lot of work in that one, and I went in and started putting in my notes and stuff so that I can get ready to film it hopefully this weekend or at the top of the week, so we can release it sometime.
Look at you two.
Yeah, that next
duo.
like, judging by how much content there is, we're probably looking at like a whole
an hour.
Yeah, an hour, if not longer. So it's going to be a big one, and I big thank you to big thank you to James for pulling all that stuff together. It was a lot. But I thank you for the concerns, both Kane and Next Imaginaut. But it wasn't me. I had to go for someone else, but everyone's fine. It was just something where they thought like I should go, and I was like, all right, then let's go. And then they were like, I probably didn't need to go to the ER, and I was like, hey, that's what it's there for. If you think you need to go, then you go, and then when you're there, they tell you like, oh, it wasn't anything big, and so everything's fine.
Plus, the emotional support is always appreciated. So.
Yeah, of course. So being there for however long, I was there as long as I could before I was like, I feel like I'm gonna faint because I have no food in me. But
probably the best place to faint.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited, and huge ups to James for stepping up and helping me with these things. But so should be a really big week next week, and then I'm hopefully after that going to be able to do a video about the Trigun hardcover. I know Omar already did his overview.
Omar beat us to the punch. That's
Omar gets the stuff early from Dark Horse, so we're not going to beat him on that. But I wanted to do, I don't know how much he went into detail of like translation and stuff, but I was going to compare it to my old hardcovers, like the Barnes & Noble special editions. I posted those on Twitter earlier if anyone wanted to see what they look like, and then look at the translation and see how it's been updated, because apparently it has been. So hopefully I'll get to do that one in a couple weeks, and then we'll be going into October already and should get some new announcements from Viz Media.
There we go. For all of that and more, James and you get the thumbs up from our good friend Godzilla. So shout out.
According to OmniDog, only 10 people or less watch very fine condition videos.
Hell yeah. I will be the last to get the Trigun because I always have shipping issues and I never find anything. So I'm always late to the party. So I do have it pre-ordered from some website, which had it for cheap. I don't know why, but I was able to snag it when it was like super low in price. That's the only reason I'm upset. Here's my Discord if you guys want to join, where we talk about all this fun stuff and more, and share memes and laugh and talk about anime, manga, comics, whatever you want. You can join the Discord. I appreciate it. So that's it. That's all we got. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. On your way out, please hit the like button. Would mean a lot to us if you did. That's all you got to do. We'll be back next Monday for hauls, previews, reads, all that fun stuff. You got to be there. You might want to be there, just saying. And then Wednesday for a Q&A and comic discussion episode. And then manga Thursdays, we'll be back with some fun stuff as well. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. God bless. Hope nothing but the best for every single one of you out there. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.